for what they do. Now, our next guest, Victoria Mule, my place.
No.
Mole.
Mal.
Mal. Victoria.
Yes.
Miss Vicky.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
You have, if for nothing else,
I know.
Victoria, you have created a lot of curiosity.
I'm sure I have.
Now, some of
Yes.
you're from Norton.
I am.
Tell us a bit of your history, and then we'll get into your endeavor.
A little bit of my history, at least in the local community, is I come from the LaRue and Fisher family from Kerwin. They ran the marina out there and pretty much most of the businesses. And then it kind of went separate and ended up back in Norton off and on since 2002. Ended up here in 2004 after attending Valley Hope and stayed and lived here and raised my daughter here. And then went away for a while and moved to Colorado.
Okay. All right. And while you were in Colorado, you had a vision.
No, actually, my vision started with Larry Black at Valley Hope.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. So this vision, a little bit of back history, and I'll make it short, is that I'm actually an adult survivor of childhood sexual and physical abuse. And I'm one of the first cases in the state of Texas that was sold into child prostitution. And I aged out of the system. I was in the foster care system. I aged out. And at that time, the way I handled it was how, unfortunately, a lot of people handle it. I was going hard and doing a lot of things I shouldn't have done, and ended up at Valley Hope in 2004. And ended up, I know, trust me, Valley Hope changed my life. But I ended up with Larry Black as a counselor, and as he likes to brag to everybody, I'm the hardest case he's ever had in his life, which I know, surprising. And so there were two things that he could figure out from me was, one, I love children. At that time, that's pretty much all I cared about. And two, I had a lot inside me that even I didn't know. And so he said, instead of being angry or hurt or trying to drink or use towards the people that had hurt me, why don't I turn that around in a way that would help other kids? And who best to do it but somebody from my background? So he actually talked me into going to school. I went to college. I graduated KQNK with a family studies and adolescent psychology degree. I was a caseworker for 10 years. I actually ended up working at Valley Hope as a counselor trainee in 2010. And then just before my graduation from that program, I backed down because I told Larry and I told Steve and I told the other counselors, my purpose, my worth is with kids, and that's where I belong. And I knew it then, and I know it now. And that I was somehow going to make that work, and I needed to find my own path to do that. So that's how this ranch was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we can talk, now we have the background.
Yes.
Where it comes from. Let's talk about the ranch itself, and this is the KLR.
KLR.
The Kitty Long Branch
Yes.
Ranch. Let's talk about the name.
The name. Everybody wants to know about the name.
Yeah, Kitty Long Branch.
So the thing is, all of my family's gone. My grandparents, my great-grandparents, my uncles, everybody's gone. And the one thing that I wanted to do was somehow, while I'm building this horse ranch for kids, is I wanted to continue a legacy that my family left behind.
Okay.
And my grandmother's nickname was Kitty, and she owned a Kitty's Long Branch bar back when she was young.
All right.
And at that bar, she realized that a lot of the guys that came in there did not have food or clothes or things. So she kind of turned it into a deal where she would feed them and clothe them and help them. And that's what she's known for. Okay. And so I wanted to honor her by naming the ranch after her and in a way continuing that legacy.
So we went with the acronym KLR.
KLR, yes.
Kitty Long Branch Ranch. The KLR. Let's talk more specifically, what is the KLR? Yeah.
KLR is a horse ranch. It's a ranch that we're going to work with horses, and we're going to house adolescent kids from the age of 15 to 18. And I you know, in my dream world, I would love to work with every single kid I could get my hands on. You can't do that. I mean, obviously, I'm not Mother Teresa, and I don't have lots of money, so you can't do it. But so we are going to work with kids 15 to 18 who are going to live on property. We're going to do 10 kids at a time. We figure with staff and kid ratio that's a good setting. We're going to teach them how to work. We're going to teach them how to live. Teach them responsibility. We're going to
budget, how to save
we're
money.
going to teach them everything they need to know to be able to go out on their own and be productive
successful.
youth.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. There's a lot of kids that miss it these days.
Sometimes they just need to get out of an environment.
Amen. They need to get out of an environment. Sometimes there's just so much going on that they don't have any space for themselves.
Basically, what you're saying is the ranch is going to be second chance and in some instances last chance.
Yes, it will.
For these youth.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And the reason for the horses is, my personal reason is when I was in foster care, I was put on a youth ranch, and a horse is the first time that I ever made another connection with a human thing. That was huge for me. And then, you know, there's so much out there about research for horses and kids, or research and vets, or, you know, there's just a lot out there that shows that equine therapy is actually even better than being in an office with a counselor. No offense, Valley Hope, I love you guys, but it really does. And so I'm combining the two. I'm going to, and we're also talking about bringing in vets as staff. We have vets as staff. We bring out the kids. We've got the horses. I'm taking 3 of the major pieces that everybody says is effective and combining it together in hopes that this program will do something foster care can't do, or something that juvenile centers can't do. The people that I have on my board, we all come from these type of backgrounds. We've all had to learn how to be productive members of society, and we've all had to go through our rough times to do it. And I kind of say, you know, I hate to bring up Valley Hope again, but that's what makes their counselors so effective, is they get it, and they've been there, and they do what it takes to save lives. They saved mine, and that's what I want to do for these kids.
So where are we at?
So where we're at is we just secured last week. I waited until today to announce it. We just secured last week a backer to help us buy the land. So we've got 3 pieces of land we're looking at this week while we're down here.
In Norton County?
Yes, and the reason why I want to do it in Norton County is because, like I said, I raised my daughter here. And one thing that we noticed, other than the center that they have downtown, there's not a lot for the youth. And there's a lot of statistics. If you look at the Kansas Statistics Board, or, you know, the social services, there's not a lot of help for youth in rural Kansas. And there's and there's not a lot of youth programs for kids around here. And I want to bring my ranch to a place that needs it. And so I want to bring it home. And I think that home deserves it right now more than anybody. And so I'm making sure that it stays in Norton County. I'd like to not only do that, but boost the economy here by, you know, hiring construction people and other people in the area. So we're going to do it here. And we've got a fundraiser at the Bullseye Event Center. Timothy Spriggs has been amazing in helping us pull this off. And a lot of the local people, Chelsea, Kendra, hi guys, they've been instrumental in this as well. And Jerry Pittner, he's going to be bringing in some hefty barbecue on Friday. But we're having a fundraiser at the Bullseye Event Center Friday night from 5 to 9. We're going to have a silent auction. We're going to have a raffle, a little bit of a dance. If I can find a back room, a poker game. But yeah, shh, don't tell anybody.
With a suggested donation.
With a suggested, yes. So this is all suggested donations, and it all goes to KLR. You know, me and my president and my secretary, we have all put in our own personal money to make this happen. We aren't, you know, we're not trying to take anything from anybody. All we're asking for is whatever you feel is worthy to be donated, because the faster we can build this, the faster we can help kids. And that's all that matters to us.
Okay. that fundraiser is Friday night.
Friday night, Bullseye Event Center in Norton.
At
5.
You're going to be serving pizza.
We're going to have pizza, yes. Jeannie
Pizza
has
Hut.
been amazing. She's donating a lot of pizza and the paper supplies from the Pizza Hut. And then Jerry Pittner's coming down from Colby, and he's bringing pulled pork, smoked meats, things like that. And then, like I said, we're going to have a silent auction and a raffle, and people in the local area have donated for that as well.
Okay, that's Friday night, and it's all to the benefit of the
KLR.
Long Branch Ranch,
Yeah.
which is going to be home, find Norton County as a home.
Yes, it is.
And you're out exploring land for the ranch. What is the next step for KLR?
As soon as we can purchase the land, I've got 3 construction guys. My president owns a construction company. 2 of the committee members own construction companies, and they're all, as soon as we get our hands on land, we're all going to come in and start building. And our hope is we can start building in March and have it finished within a year, and then we can have a grand opening during the summer with a major concert and hit the ground.
Very good. Victoria, if somebody wants more information about the ranch than what we've been able to provide here on the radio, maybe has some questions about it or would like to offer some assistance, some help,
Absolutely.
how do they get a hold of you?
So right now I have my marketing team working on our website. It will be up and running by Friday. And then I will be handing out brochures as well that have all of our information on it at the fundraiser. Until then, they can reach us. We're at KLR on Facebook. I'm live right now on it. And they can go on there, and we, all of our phone numbers are attached, and we have instant message, and I will do what I can, and I'll be here in town as well through Fridays. So if anybody wants to reach out, I'll be out and about with my triplets.
And the quickest way is just go to Facebook.
Yes.
Contact information.
Yep.
All right, do that. KLR. Just search KLR or Kitty Long Branch, and you'll probably find it there on Facebook. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Answering some of the questions. I know there's been a lot of curiosity.
Oh,
People
boy,
have
has
seen
there.
Facebook, and hopefully we were able to answer some of those questions today. What the Kitty Long Branch Ranch is going to be all about here
Yes.
in Norton County, and if you can, please attend Friday night the fundraiser for KLR to help them get this underway. And that's going to be Friday night at the Bullseye Event Center, starting at 7 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Starting at 5
5
o'clock.
o'clock, yep.
All right. Starting, I'll get everybody.
Unless you want to wait to eat till 7.
There might not be anything left.
Right.
That would be a good thing, though. So it starts at 5 o'clock, and pizza and barbecue is going to be served. Silent auction, a dance afterwards.
Yes.
And good way to start your holidays. And have some fun there, and donate a little to a very good cause.
Yes.
All right. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thanks, Myron. I appreciate it.
All right, Victoria with KLR, the Kitty